Most of the time, my comment section is so stupid it's not even worth reading, but fortunately for me, I did read the comments on my latest video about Modern Warfare deserving another year of support, and it full on just inspired this video. The comment reads, "In my opinion, it's completely absurd how Activision wants to turn Call of Duty into a live service game, while at the same time releasing a new entry each year, completely missing the entire point of a live service game, which is supposed to be updated and supported for years to come. They want to have their cake and eat it too, and seeing how complacent most of the COD community is, they always will." There's also a really good reply to this that just says simply, "That's what Warzone is for." You are absolutely right, and it's very irritating to me that Call of Duty wants to release $70 annual games, and then once you purchase them, they would like it if you just waited for the content to slowly trickle in over the next couple of months. Like, Modern Warfare had pretty low 6v6 content for sure, but it also made up for that with a full suite of ground war and gunfight experiences, which is not negligible, and within the first 2 weeks they did give us Shoot House and a new ground war map, so it's hard for me to complain about Modern Warfare's launch content, especially since so much stuff in Modern Warfare was actually new and innovative. Meanwhile, Black Ops Cold War, as much as you guys are tired of me ragging on it, it's important to note that this is the start of a very depressing trend for the franchise. I mean, if this continues, Activision will have no fear when releasing broken, unfinished, lackluster, not even thematically accurate games, and we'll just have to, pay $70 to see if it's good? I don't expect AAA games to be really good until about 3 months after launch or so, because it takes a while to dial things in terms of balance and performance. Once you have the entire player base grabbing your game, that's when you find all of the bugs. I don't expect the world from developers, and I'm honestly, I don't know, I've been called a cuck because I don't mind waiting for bug fixes after I buy a game. Go figure. But having seasonal ranks and battle passes and content slowly trickled out throughout the year does not work with a $60 price tag. And apparently now that's going to be a $70 price tag. So I have a solution here. I don't want to just complain without providing some sort of solution, but allow me to complain just a little further before I give you my solution. When I used to buy games growing up, yes, you've heard this rant before from many other people, when I used to buy games, they used to feel complete, and the season passes or DLC that went along with it felt like a nice bonus. I knew there were dark times ahead when games like Call of Duty and Battlefield started putting weapons that affected the meta into the DLC packs. So the map packs weren't this bonus if you wanted more content, they were this thing that became integral to the meta. In Black Ops 2, you didn't want to be without the Peacekeeper, and in Advanced Warfare, the new energy weapons were unique and fun. Call of Duty Ghosts had the Ripper and the Maverick, and those were good guns and people wanted to get their hands on them. You weren't just avoiding the new maps when not buying the Season Pass, you were getting killed by weapons you couldn't obtain without a price tag. Luckily, Advanced Warfare and Ghosts made their weapons purchasable separately outside of the DLCs, which is good. But of course Advanced Warfare did it. It was going to get all your money through supply drops trying to get the best variants of those weapons. Go figure. I mean, in Battlefield, if you didn't buy the Season Pass for Battlefield, the Premium Pass, you missed out on an entire game's worth of weapons, and that sucks. You'd often just get killed by guns you couldn't obtain without a price tag, and that's sad. All of that is to say, I know it wasn't perfect, but it felt better. My $60 went to a campaign, a secondary mode, and a multiplayer most of the time with most of the games I purchased, like Halo Reach, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3. Those games were complete upon release, and everything else later felt like a bonus. Now, in the era of live service shooters, the entry fee is either very cheap or free. Games like Fortnite and Apex are free. Games like Overwatch and Rainbow Six Siege are not very expensive, because they know once you get in, if you get sucked into the gameplay loop, you'll be buying cosmetics and alpha packs and loot boxes, and you'll put in your time that way. The entry fee is low because they expect you to be playing for the next 4 to 5 years, not the next 10 to 12 months. Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch, Fortnite, Apex, the 4 that come to mind right now, those are their own ecosystems. People have been playing games like Counter-Strike Go since 2009. It's its own ecosystem. And some of those types of games even have their own in-game economies where players can even make money back from other players, like in Warframe or in CSGO for that matter. Like, there's in-game economies and trading systems. You can't tell people to buy into an ecosystem every 12 months. Warzone is your ecosystem. Let standalone $60 titles feel like standalone $60 titles. Activision, the dev studios that work under you are not indie devs. And that's honestly a message to COD players as well. Treyarch is not a group of indie devs. Alright, that's not what's going on here. Activision is a major AAA publisher, and Treyarch is a major AAA developer. That's how this works. You should not be going, oh well, as long as it's free, you know, they're doing their best, you know, the Battle Pass funds development. No, these guys are towards the top of the billion-dollar industry that is gaming. Don't pretend otherwise. It's a damn shame that COD players are so complacent as this comment says, because yeah, Activision will have no reason to stop this until people stop pouring money into it. And I know, you could call me a hypocrite, but I am a content creator and I do want to review this stuff for you guys. So yeah, I invest money into the series, but this sounds so fucking pretentious, but I don't have any other way to word it. Average people that don't require Call of Duty to make money can honestly just fuck off and play something else. In fact, I encourage you, if you wanted Modern Warfare to have 2 years of content, keep spending your money and your time on Modern Warfare. Send them a message with your wallet that way and be like, hey, you have a great product here, stop trying to throw it under the rug. And this is what's so sad. When you invest money into a Call of Duty game, that's what you're doing. That's the sad part. You are investing into a Call of Duty game instead of purchasing a Call of Duty product. So I said I had a solution earlier. Alright, here's the solution. Activision, lower the price of Call of Duty's annual release titles to $30. Then, bring back season passes for $30. That's right, a $30 season pass. The $30 entry fee gives you the campaign, secondary mode, and multiplayer. Multiplayer will have like 6 or 7 maps and about 20-25 guns. The other $30 that goes to the season pass will unlock for you a map and weapon pack every 2 months. That's 3 multiplayer maps and 3 weapons every 60 days. On top of this, keep your battle pass the way it is, but allow people to buy items separately in the shop. So if they just want a single gun out of a bundle, allow them to buy that single variant. Maybe the cost isn't super practical, but it should be less than the entire bundle. So instead of 1,500 COD points for a bundle that has the M4 you want, you can spend 800 COD points on just the gun. What I'm describing is the pro-consumer way to handle the bullshit you're already doing. I would love a little recognition for this idea. I'm telling Activision, basically do what you're doing with these small tweaks, but just give people the option for that lower entry fee. That way, if they want to buy the game at launch, and then see what the first 2 seasons look like around 120 days into the game, then they might drop the extra $30 on the season pass, and then $10 on a battle pass. But let people choose to invest that money after you've shown them the goods. The sense of urgency that the battle pass creates would definitely be removed by this next suggestion, so it probably will never happen, but let previous seasons' cosmetics, except maybe the last 5, which could be exclusive and special for people that progress through that particular battle pass, but let previous battle passes be progressed through and purchased after the fact. And if somebody wanted to have 2 battle passes going at once, they could alternate between them depending on what tiers they want and what items they want. So literally, Activision pretty much do exactly what you're doing now, but give people more options and more things they can buy. That's crazy, right? The pro-consumer thing isn't to just make everything free in this scenario, it's change the options for the players. Allow them to buy things separately so that they don't have to spend $10, $15, $20, $25 on bundles they don't want, $70 on a game that isn't finished, and $10 on a battle pass that likely only has around 10 tiers worth of stuff that the player actually wants. And make it so that they're not just screwed if they miss out on a battle pass because they didn't own the game or didn't have the money for the battle pass when it came out. Give people more options and flexibility. Lowering that entry fee and allowing people to invest in future content with their own money would go a long way towards building some player trust and allowing more people to enjoy your game. The annual release would sting a lot less if it didn't just cost $60 to wait. Not every Call of Duty game is going to be innovative and beautiful looking like Modern Warfare was. You're going to have Cold Wars that come out amongst the Modern Warfares that are just lacking. But I think what makes those games sting all the more is that you're charging full AAA retail prices for games that aren't full AAA retail value. If you're going to have Call of Duty be a time investment and you want me to spend my entire year sitting on the edge of my seat for new content, then act like it. Adjust your pricing to reflect that style of game. Ideally, you would just let Warzone be your ecosystem title, and every other Call of Duty would be full, complete $60 products that feel worth it to buy. But because you're not interested in doing that, my suggestion is, if you're gonna have Call of Duty be an investment, adjust your fucking pricing. See you when I see you. Goodbye.